Live happening right now on Capitol Hill. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is meeting with some lawmakers. He'll be in D.C. for the next 2 days, sitting down with government officials, and some notable names from the White House are on that list, including Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Here's what Altman said earlier today about what his message would be.
What's your message to Congress today?
Oh, we're just here to preview a new model.
All right, let's bring in senior reporter at TechCrunch, Rebecca Bellan. Rebecca, thank you so much for your time today. So do we know anything about the new model Altman is talking about?
We're not entirely sure exactly what the new model is, but it's entirely possible that this new model would have had a hand in the Hugging Face cyber attack incident that happened last week, or was it a couple of weeks ago? I'm finding it hard to keep track.
Okay. We know employees at AI companies, including OpenAI, they signed an open letter to pump the brakes on AI development and basically slow it down. A reporter asked Altman about how he felt about that. So let's take a listen to what Altman had to say, and then we'll get your take on the other side.
Did you see that open letter from the researchers across many companies calling you guys to pace progress?
I did, yeah.
And what's your reaction to that letter?
I mean, we agree on a lot of the principles of that. Many of our researchers signed it and were involved in drafting it. I think it's good to see. I have to run to this meeting.
Okay, Rebecca, so your reaction to that, and what do we know about the reasons why researchers are calling for a slowdown on AI development?
I think there's been a few things leading up to this. Obviously, when Anthropic released Mythos as a very powerful model that could have serious cybersecurity implications, that caused people to kind of put their heads up and say these risks could be real, right? You saw the government push back and issue export controls against Anthropic and try to slow the rollout of that. Then, when this Hugging Face incident happened, which was one of the first times that an AI was able to autonomously break out of its sandbox, and you chain together a bunch of exploits to hack into Hugging Face's servers, and essentially was doing it to cheat on a test. But the fear is that AI is moving really fast. We're seeing it happen in real life. This is not just in testing. And so I think a lot of people are really worried that the pace is moving too fast. Sam Altman said that this was the first security incident where he felt viscerally, and they paused the training. And he's also calling for a slowing of the rate of AI development to give ourselves enough time for society to harden around these new capability levels. He said this on a recent podcast. I just want to note, though, that in 2023, Sam Altman also called for the government to regulate AI companies so they don't move too fast. So he's really good at saying the right thing in the right moment. But it's important to point out that OpenAI has not actually slowed down the pace. Neither has Anthropic or DeepMind.
That was going to be my next question to you, because I wonder if these companies are actually being honest when they say, hey, we need to slow this down, or if it's just more of a ploy to get more attention about the greatness of their tools. What do you think?
I think two things can be true. I think that they can definitely be worried about this on like a personal level. But I think at the end of the day, if I'm being cynical, I would say that they want to. Competition is more important, and winning the competition, especially against China, is more important to them than slowing it down. If I'm being generous, it's because they know they can't afford to slow down. Maybe their investors won't even let them unless the government steps in.
I see. Okay, Rebecca Bellan, thank you so much for your insight today. Appreciate it.